before I begin, hands up who has ridden a bike before. Good. All right. Hands up those who secretly miss those times of youth, getting down and dirty amongst the mud and the trees and the forest and not giving a care, living with abandon.
I still do.
Thank you. All right. Chief Toastmaster, fellow Toastmaster, and special guests. My speech tonight, as you probably guessed, is about mountain biking. And in particular, it's about what you need to do to go mountain biking. So I assume that you've already made the decision that you want to go. So I'm going to cover what you need and also cover off where you can go and also cover off how much it costs. So in terms of what you need, one of the first decisions you need to make is what type of riding you'll do. And there's 4 types of riding. The first type of riding is cross-country, and that's a combination of climbs and descents. And these climbs and descents are graded from beginner to advanced based on the differences in the inclines and declines. And riders of cross-country typically can be quite thinner in nature, can be like road cyclists, you know, wear the lycra and things like that. Now, people that do cross-country riding use a bike like this heavily pixelated image, hopefully you can all see it. Suspension on the rear and the front, but not always. Suspension sometimes are just on the front. So, in comparison, the downhill style of bike, which is all about just descending, is often done using lifts in off-season ski locations, and the bikes that are used for that are heavier, and you can see the heavier frame in comparison there, and much heavier suspension. So it's to take the shocks and jumps and things that happen for downhill. So the third type of riding is trials, and this bike, as you can see, is bereft of a seat. See what I did there? And that's typically to traverse from one location to another, hopping or jumping, moving between stones and things, or rails. Like, if you can imagine a bike riding along the railway line, that's the type of riding these guys do. It's like completely extreme. And the last type of riding is free ride, and it's a combination of cross-country and downhill. I didn't bring a picture of that bike, but if you can imagine something that's sort of slightly in between. So those are the 4 types of riding. So have you got your riding style and your riding bike sort of identified?
Definitely not the bereft one.
Excellent, Ryan. Thank you. Right. Yeah. And in terms of accessories, now there's some things that you can do and take with you to make your riding experience much more enjoyable. So some of the things that you need to bring: everyone's seen a helmet, by law required. Cleats, which are dirty shoes, little clip-ons, and the idea for that is to. Can anyone see that? The idea of the clip-ons is that you clip into the pedal, so you can imagine the pedal, and normally when you pedal you only get the downstroke, but with the cleats you get the upstroke as well, and that increases your performance by about 30% and uses a different muscle group so that you can actually stay out longer. Another thing you can bring along is a camelback. This one holds 3 litres, but instead of getting your drink bottle and having to lift it up all the time, say 500 mils or something, 3 litres, that'll keep you going for quite a long time. So, what else have I got? Gloves, glasses, and the idea is to protect your eyes from all the dirt and mud that gets flicked up on you, even though you're enjoying it and basking in the mud, wallowing there. The glasses protect your eyes to make sure you don't sort of get them injured. I was also going to cover off where you can ride, and one of the premium places in Auckland, which is only 40 kilometres from town, from Sky City, is the Woodhill Bike Park. And Woodhill is very well known by the riding community. And I've just bought a trail guide, and there's some 56 trails there from a combination of novice to advanced. As you can see, it's very well sponsored by some of the big brands of the mountain bike suppliers, and has facilities like coffee, portaloos for toilets, What else does it have? Oh, Pro Shop. There's a Pro Shop as well. So Woodhill is very well catered for. There's a couple of other locations nearby, Riverhead and Whitford. They're probably less manned. This would cost $89 for a season to ride there, and $6 for casual riding. But people under 15 and $5, and people under 10 free. So it's quite family friendly. So Woodhill, premium location, one good place to go. Now there's a whole heap of other places that you can ride. Further afield, the Kennett Brothers Mountain Bike Ride Book is highly recommended. Has all around New Zealand and well researched in terms of trails and where you can ride. So just covering off the costing again, the Hanua and Whitford locations are free to ride, whereas Woodhill is $9. So I'll just close with a quote. Until mountain biking came along, the bike scene was ruled by a small elite cadre of people who seemed allergic to enthusiasm. Jackie Phelan.